Hi everybody, it's Kerry Stead, aka Melbourne Games Coach, bringing you a bit of a preview video of the 2013 Australian Open Chess Championships, which are starting in a few days' time in Sydney at the North Leagues Club. Obviously this is a tournament brought to you by some of the people that we've got on the front page, obviously the Australian Chess Federation, New South Wales Chess Association, North Chess Club and North Leagues Club itself. Main sponsors for the tournament, we've got Hancock Prospecting, obviously North Leagues, Ridges North Sydney, as well as Australian Chess Enterprises and Chess Discount Sales. Venue, as mentioned before, North Leagues Club in Cammeray. North has also hosted the 2011 Australian Open and 2010 Australian Championships, and it's regularly the host venue for the North Chess Club, which normally play there on Tuesday nights. In terms of where it is, as I mentioned before, in Cammeray, you can see the copy from the Google Maps here, just on the north side of the harbour, and it's reasonably convenient to get to from pretty much anywhere around Sydney, although obviously with Sydney traffic it can take a bit of a while, but reasonably easy to get to. If you're trying to get there by public transport, North Sydney Railway Station is the nearest train station to the venue. The 202 or 207 run down Miller Street, and the place to get off is at the corner of Miller Street and Abbott Street, and you've got a short walk just down the road to the venue. If you want to check timetables for the bus and train, that sort of thing, 131500.com.au is all the public transport information for Sydney. If you're getting there by car, plenty of different options, obviously, depending on where you're coming from. If you're coming from Manly, Spitbridge, Hornsby direction, Pacific Highway. From the west, you can go via Epping Road if you're coming from sort of the northwest Epping area. You can also go Victoria Road, Gladesville Bridge if you're coming from Parramatta or out in that direction. Obviously, you've got the Harbour Bridge and Harbour Tunnel, Eastern Distributor and all that from the south and southeast as well. So plenty of ways to get to the venue. In terms of the events that are being held, the main event is obviously the Australian Open Championships, played over 11 rounds, but that's not the only thing that's being run during the Open Championships period. We've also got the Australian Minor, which is run alongside the Open, also over 11 rounds for people rated under 1600. There's a North Chess Club Classic, which is 7 rounds for players under 1800, and on the rest day there's also the Australian Lightning Championships. Here we've got a list of past winners of the Australian Open. It's held every second year. It alternates between the Open and the Championship, and not only is sort of this list of past winners really a who's who of the top of Australian chess, but also some of the international visitors that we've had in the past. Obviously some pretty famous names as well, Laz Portish, Gulia Sachs, Lembit Ol, Vadim Milov, all very well-known grandmasters, as well as obviously some of the best players that Australia's produced. People like 1993 winner Ian Rogers. You've got multiple winner Dale Johansson. You've got John Paul Wallace, who, from what I've heard recently, is starting to get back into chess, living over in London. Obviously, in recent years, the tournament tends to have been dominated by Zhong Wanzhou and George Z, having won or shared the last between them 2 out of the last 3 events. In terms of the schedule, registration 2nd of January is obviously the first day for the tournament. Registration from 11 o'clock. The opening ceremony starts at noon. The games commence at 1:30 p.m. for the Open, Minor and the Classic. From rounds 2 to 7, again for the Open, Minor and Classic, they are 1 p.m. start, so slightly earlier, but still plenty of time to get there and do what you want in the morning. Rest days on January 9. On January 9 there's also the ACF National Conference at 10 a.m. as well as the Australian Lightning at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Rounds 8 to 10 of the Open and Minor, because remember by this stage the Classic's finished, it's only a 7-round event. But round 8 to 10 of the Open and Minor are again at 1 p.m. and the final round, round 11, is 11 a.m. on January 13. Some other features of the tournament: you've got live commentary from Jim Ian Rogers, which will start in round 5, and he often has players join him in the commentary room afterwards, and here you can see him with Song One's hour going through a game. There's also top boards being broadcast on the internet. The organisers are hoping for around 5 live boards, but I believe they need a few extra little connections, so I think they're only going to start with 1 or 2 for the first day or 2, but hopefully they'll get up to 5 or 6 for the majority of the tournament. And if there's plenty of opportunity to just come in and watch the games, the layout at Norse allows really good viewing for players that want to come in and take a look at the games. There's no sort of huge rows of tables that you can't get into, so even if you've got, say, a friend playing on board 35 or something like that, you're more than welcome to come in and pop in and have a look at their game and see how they're doing. Organising team itself is the North Chess Club Committee. Here you've got Paul Glisson, the president of North Chess Club. This is from the 2011 Australian Open at the opening ceremony, but also plenty of other people helping him out. You've got Peter Abbott, Norman Greenwood, Peter Lay, Michael Morris, Robert Pike, Fred Schutz, Rex Simmons, David Stern, and I'm sure a few others are also helping out. The arbiters for the event, Chief Arbiters Charles Warrenstein and Alana Chibnall and myself are the other arbiters there. In terms of the internet coverage and websites to visit, obviously the main tournament website is the best place to find out all information about the tournament. It's a Google site. Obviously you can see the URL there. 2013 Oz Open Chess is the main one. The best place to get to it, if you don't want to try and remember all those letters and that sort of thing, is going via the North Chess Club website, northsydneychess.org. Fairly straightforward. They'll have all the information, the pairings, all the draws or games, that sort of thing, will all be up there on the tournament website. If you also want to check out my blog, where I'll be putting sort of a little brief summary of each day's play and hopefully a video a bit like this, melbournegamescoach.blogspot.com. So hopefully you can join us in a few days' time in the new year. Have a happy new year, everybody, and I'll see you at the tournament at Norths.